The first topic.
Good one.
COVID-19.
Are we sure we want to do this?
Alright, also another disclaimer, but
we
also we can't call it by its full name because it gets demonetized.
Does it?
Yeah.
So we can only call it COVID-19.
Yeah. Call it C virus, I think.
C virus. Let's call it C virus.
Is that a real thing? It'll get demonetized if you call it by its.
Yeah,
I think it is on. I think it's on YouTube, isn't it?
On YouTube.
Yeah.
It's part of the algorithm.
It's really annoying, man.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can call it just C virus.
C virus. Alright.
Yeah. So where should we start? I don't know.
Bro, this C virus.
Where it started? China with bats. Should we just start there?
China, bats, panic, everything, man. I don't know. The story. Do you know what it is? I'm hearing different stories about how it started. Yeah, I'm hearing that it was started by governments because they wanted to reduce the human population.
Yeah,
I'm hearing that it was one small province in China that just loved eating bats, and someone caught it and travelled internationally. I don't know how it started, but we know that the effects that it's caused are just ridiculous. The panic, astronomical. Like the panic. Like this week, I went into the supermarket. I couldn't get bread. I couldn't get milk. I couldn't get pasta. I just want spaghetti bolognese. That's all I want.
Just get an innocent mission. You have to wait a long line. I've seen
there's a long line,
like an hour wait for.
But on top of that, they don't let you all in. They say they only let us
a certain number of people. Yeah, a certain number of people.
They make it.
And even when you get in there, you can only buy a certain number of things tissue. There's no tissue. Why is of all things, tissue roll?
It just makes you think that people weren't wiping their asses before, innit? People were dirty before, because the way they clean their hands is like they've never done it before. The way they buy hand sanitizer is like they never used it before.
Yeah.
So it's really brought out the truth in a lot of people.
That's
exposed their lives. So.
And JC, obviously being from the States, being from New York, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but the UK government has recently released a set of rules to say that now you have to wash your hands for a lot longer. You have to be a lot more cleaner, but then it kind of just makes you think
it should already be done.
Yeah. Weren't people doing this before? I don't know, man.
Yeah. But Molly, what do you think of the whole thing?
Yeah, it's completely crazy. I mean, toilet paper is running out and people are moving mad. So, I think that's basically making everyone panic because everyone's now feeling like if I don't get something, I'm going to lose out, etc. But it's now affecting even jobs, and I actually got affected literally this week. Yeah, I got caught because I work as a student within the university student job, and I got told that basically they can't give out full-time hours. So they have to, by law, they have to give out 0-hour contracts, right? Because they're not allowed to give students proper contracts. Yeah, but they were like, we can't give you any more hours now because the whole COVID-19 thing. So essentially I was made redundant. And
virus, man.
Right.
Yeah. And a lot of people are going through the same thing. I remember I recently just tweeted, I was like, I've lost my job, I'm looking for a job now, and obviously a lot of people have been helping me, but a lot of people have been sharing the same situation, saying that they basically lost their job from senior level
I've seen quite a few people like that.
Yeah.
Well, I think something important that's worth noting is that COVID-19 has existed for many years. The only difference is that this is a mutated strain. So the kind of virus that it is, it's an RNA virus.
Yeah.
So the antigen outside it is just distinctively different than anything in the past.
Yeah.
And something else that's worth noting.
Biology.
I actually, believe it or not, I have a degree in biology. Yeah.
It does make sense.
So I did.
So biologist, engineer,
cameraman,
photographer. What this guy do, man?
I just
I got my own set of degrees as well.
And this guy,
I just have an interest. But also, a lot of people forget that thousands of people die a year from the flu.
Exactly. It's not that much worse than the flu itself.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't even compare. The flu kills way more people.
Yeah.
Not to downplay it at all. Obviously, it's important. Life is important. But I think it just shows how powerful the media is.
You see, propaganda.
Some businesses is making a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, affecting other businesses.
Yeah.
Like in United, the stock price has gone.
Yeah. Stock prices are going down. Do you know what?
Great time to do trading, innit? Forex trading.
It would. Do you know what? Everything is so cheap now. If you wanted to buy stocks or anything, now would be the time to do it.
Record lows.
Record lows. The stock prices are low. Jobs are being lost. a lot of cancelled events as well.
Yeah.
Bro, wireless.
Yeah.
I'm not even too sure if wireless is gonna happen.
The thing is with this,
wireless
is that
what was the other one that got cancelled as well?
No, wireless hasn't been cancelled yet.
No, Glastonbury.
hasn't been cancelled yet.
No, wireless might be cancelled.
It might be cancelled.
Glastonbury.
But that shows though. That shows that this is affecting people from top to bottom now. It isn't just affecting the lower class. Like, it's affecting everyone. This is affecting everyone. That's what's so fucked about this.
Yeah.
But you said that it's like you're a biologist and people die from the flu, etc. But do you actually think it is a hype on media, or do you think it's actually really affecting people? Because my mum works as a nurse and she comes home every night. African parents, they come home every night with conspiracy or telling us stories about how we got these things. I can't even leave my house without getting a lecture.
My mum tried to, oh man, this almost didn't happen. Like my mum was trying everything to get me to stay in the house. Yeah, like she really believed.
Nurse as well.
Nah, she's not a nurse, but she's a carer. She's a carer, so she has seen I think firsthand the effects of like what it can actually do and stuff, and like the whole quarantine, and I don't know, man. There was a whole, even like I was at uni like the other day, and there was like a big rush. I had to rush back home because there was this whole media rush about, is there going to be like a lockdown? Is there going to be like travel bans? Are people even going to be allowed to go in and out of cities, especially London as well? London's such a big place. Like,
wait, so you say that she's seen what it can do. Is there any stories?
Any stories
that she's
as in I think there was one, because basically most of the people that she cares for, like elderly people. But do you know what? She's seen it. Basically, there was one old lady that she used to care for, and the old lady, I think, showed my mum a video and a picture of her niece or granddaughter or something like that, and how it affected her. And like, she literally went from like, let's say on Monday she was good, and then by like, I think it was like Wednesday or Thursday, like she was just
bad.
Couldn't even get out of bed. Face was all red because she's.
Face was all red
because she's.
I didn't even know.
Face was all red. Couldn't even get out of bed. Headache, nausea, vomiting. It was just like, and the way she described it was like she'd been hit by a bus.
Wow.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Wait, when did this happen recently? You're talking about this?
This is last week Monday.
That's actually scary.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
How old is she?
The granddaughter, I think she's probably like early 30s. So still quite young. In the grand scheme of things, still quite young. So
when I looked at the data, they said that it affects more people like between the age of like 40 and above, but especially people with like asthma, high blood pressure.
Compromised.
That's
like weak immune systems, underlying health conditions, like stuff like asthma, for example, because it affects your lungs.
It's interesting you say that, because back in the States, believe it or not, they're releasing information that it's showing that 40% of the patients that are being in the hospital right now are ranging from ages 20 to 40.
Wow.
Whoa. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Don't believe when people say that, it can only affect older people, because it can really affect anyone. Like, it can really affect anyone. Like, I think everyone should be very careful.
Yeah, because the way that the media's been portraying the information is making a lot of young people kind of not take it
seriously.
The way they're seeing is that, I'm not 70 plus, so I shouldn't worry about it. As far as I'm concerned, my health is good, so I don't really care. But it can affect anybody still.
And it's not even, I don't even think it's about necessarily, let's say like, if you have a good immune system, you can be a carrier of it, but not show any symptoms, but you might pass it on to someone who might be vulnerable to it.
You might just elbow.
It's over, like he
show no symptoms.
Do you know it's a virus? So why the government saying wash your hands? Because that can't really.
Because that's one of the quickest ways of transmission.
Okay.
Also, to put some numbers into perspective, is that this virus has a mortality rate of 3.4% in comparison to the flu, which ranges a little bit slightly over 1. So it's not a lot, but it's higher. So 3.4% chance that you might die.
Also, the media is not showcasing the amount of people who have recovered from the virus.
I think it's like 80,000 people.
80,000 plus. But they're obviously not.
It's had a wide amount. It's had a wide amount of effects. Like, for example, there's been talk of obviously the lockdown, the quarantine, a lot of travel bans. Like you can't go in and out of
the US 30 days.
Yeah, for the next 30 days. There's school closures as well. That's another thing.
That's big. That's
huge.
That's a big thing. Like they cancelled all. I don't know if you knew about this, but they've cancelled all exams. So like usually exams are like May, June kind of time. So all schools, colleges, universities, no one's gonna have any exams. So for us.
And then they're going to be getting.
So what are you guys going to do in order to proceed?
We're going to do coursework. So coursework in the place of like in place of exams.
Virtually.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's quite scary for like secondary school or like sixth form, because teachers are now suggesting that they should run with predicted grades for students as the real grade.
That's a bad idea, man. What if you have?
That's a bad idea.
What if you have low predicted grades?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's been pupils that have been like obviously working hard towards these exams to obviously improve their predicted grades.
Yeah, that's the main thing. That's actually the main thing, because there's people when it comes to predicted grades. If your predicted grades low, like you said, you could just be working hard. You could have been revising every single day, putting in work, and now it's all gone. You're just gonna fail.
Yeah.
And also the other side, people who have high predicted grades but have been terrible throughout the year. And are probably gonna fail, and now they're like, oh, now I can get
just
into
and that's also because think about how many months this is gonna probably affect their minds. Like this is probably gonna affect their minds and brains and that. Say like when they come back into education at that young age, that's too much of a that's too long being out of education. That's too long. How many months is that? 6 months?
Yeah.
I can't lie,
That's mad.
Over the summer, over the summer break, when you go from 1 year into the next year, I forget everything.
Yeah, everybody. For real.
But wait, isn't the holidays in America slightly longer, isn't it?
So the way to explain it, to basically summarize it, is we have 2 semesters. This is speaking university onwards. So we have the fall and the spring semester, each one of them being 16 weeks.
Yeah.
And between both semesters, you get a 1 month off, starting December to January.
Right.
So then after that, you start back in like February, and then from February on to May, like the first to second week of May, you take your exams. Because for us, we take as we progress, so we learn in X amount of chapters in whatever coursework subject. You take an exam on the first half, then another exam once you get like through another 5 chapters. And then to summarize everything up, you'll do a final on everything you learned. But you have those 2 exams just in case you fuck up the final.
So wait, so you do the 2 exams, but then you still do the final, even though you've done the 2 exams?
Yes.
Which one carries more weight? Which one carries more weight?
The final. The final is usually worth more. Sometimes 40%, 30% of your grade. But the reason why they do that is to give you a little bit more breathing.
Oh, it's a bit more like
leeway. Just a little bit more leeway. So imagine that the faith of your grade was dependent upon one test.
I mean,
how many times have we fucked up one test?
How you said we have 3 attempts. Remember before? I think you're probably the oldest. So how many attempts did you have at the exam? Because with us, they changed it.
For what? For uni?
Yeah, no, you know for secondary. How many attempts of the exam did you have?
Oh, just 1.
You know in secondary, before, my brother, he's a year above me.
Right.
He had 1, 2, 3, he had 4 attempts at every single exam.
What?
The year that we went into, the year that we went into, 4 attempts. What is it? I think he took like 2 in year 10.
Yeah, that's right. You used to be able to take your final year exams in year 10.
I remember. Okay. When you
changed it. I think all years
they changed it.
I just did everything in year 11. I can't lie.
Oh, is it? I don't know. That's weird.
So you could take all your exams all in 1 year?
Yeah, that's how it is now.
You see how there's like grades and shit, like in year 10, year 11. You can do it all in year 10. And then, wait, could you do all in year 10 actually?
Not all, I think.
You could do most of it.
Yeah,
Pretty much. You could do most of it in year 10 and then just like have a lot less.
Because you had backup. You had year 11 was pretty much backup.
And then you had study league as well, wasn't it? In year 11.
Oh, yeah. When was study leave? Do you know what? Yeah, it's been so long.
You know what? You can just go home. You just go home. You don't have to come into school anymore. You can just go home.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
So for us, we get a syllabus and it says on this date we're going to have the first exam. And if you're not there, you get a 0. That's it.
I mean,
but you have to go. Come on,
no, you have to go, man. They're telling you like the beginning of the semester.
But who doesn't turn up? Actually, no.
In high school, for example.
Yeah,
how different are holidays in high school compared to just...
You enjoy it? I enjoy. They're longer in college. I get more time off. So from May up until September, I don't have school.
Right. I mean, high school is different.
It's like from June until September.
Okay.
You gotta remember too, man. I mean, I need as much exams as I can get because I'm paying like almost $20,000 a year for school.
Yeah.
In what universities?
University.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, you guys pay ridiculous amounts.
Yeah, so I appreciate every single exam as much as I can get. Yeah. Everyone counts, man. Because if I fuck one up, I'm like, shit, I still got 2 more.
Do you know what? That's crazy because like in the UK, exams used to be okay. Right now they're like 9K a year.
How much you guys pay a year?
9K, 9K a year. But it's 9K that gets paid straight to the uni, so we don't touch that. But then we get the maintenance, so that's like it gets transferred into our accounts. We can do whatever you want with that.
So what's your net pay? How much are you paying? Do you get a bill at the end of your year? You
bill?
No, basically it's a loan. Basically it's a loan.
Oh, it's a loan, yeah.
And then we just pay it like after we've graduated. But then you have to be earning a minimum of 21K a year.
Yeah, 21.
And then they'll just take it out automatically out of your wages.
Yeah,
Does it acquire interest? Does it acquire interest?
Yeah, it's got interest. Yeah. What's the interest rate now? I don't know.
Went up. No, it went up.
Yeah, went up.
No, it went
this year.
So believe it or not, man, when I got my school loans, I got them with the school because for us you could get them through like a third party or you can get them through the bank. I got mine through the government,
right,
which has the lowest interest rate, of course. So I pay like 3%, but honestly, and when I think about it, I wish I waited a little bit because now the interest rate is at an all-time low.
Yeah.
Due to the virus and everything, of course.
But then that's like an unforeseen. There's
no
way anyone could have.
There's no way. It's hard not to give in to that. Like, oh damn, I wish.
Because I was thinking that the government would increase it so people wouldn't go and get loans. The interest rates.
No, believe it or not, man, like that would make a little bit more sense. But right now, what they want is the economy is in a rut right now because overall the economy was at all-time highs. But this virus, everybody just sold overnight. In a matter of 5 days, the Dow, you guys know what the Dow is? Dude, it dropped a little bit over 20%. That's insane.
That's mad.
It hasn't been like that since 1987.
That is mad. I heard that, is it the value of the pound? The value of the pound and the economy has dropped to like an all-time low in the UK. Since it's gotten so bad that it's got lower than the point that it was before the 2008 financial crisis.
Right.
And that was a very, very bad period, but it's got even worse than that. Do you know what I'm saying? So if that kind of just gives you like
Brexit started it. I said Brexit started it. Making the pound drop.
Do you know what Brexit was even like a small in comparison. Like Brexit was like a small
blemish.
And we haven't even transitioned yet.
Are you guys optimistic about Brexit or a little bit pessimistic?
No,
I'm not looking forward to it.
I can see the positives and negatives. I can see the positives.
What's the positives?
Yeah,
because the European Union, what I researched was basically to stop Europe from having like big monopolies in different aspects of the.
I get that.
It was after World War II.
So then, if the UK can get out of the Europe, that you can start having proper businesses. We don't thrive in other aspects. Like everyone's far ahead of us.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You have because the owners of like multiple properties, especially in London,
especially trade.
Oh man, yeah, like they'll just come in, they'll buy like 3, 4, however many properties.
Have you pressed the pause button now?
The what?
No, apologies. Sorry, the video started playing.
I know what it was. But yeah, no, like property owners will just come into London, buy like 3, 4 properties, rent it out privately, and then
they'll just reap
the benefits, and then they'll probably go back to whatever country they're from and just spend the money in that country, like
where it's a lower wage.
Where it's a low wage, providing for that country's economy rather than this one.
Yeah.
So I can understand it.
I think you guys should be optimistic about it. Obviously, be ready for the worst. But let's see what happens because obviously it's going to establish a trade deal with the United States. I don't know what's going to happen. It could be.
That's if that actually happens though.
And
I think
China as well.
I think
initially it'll be economically rocky, innit?
Yeah, of course. It's going to be a hard transition.
Yeah, of course. Like just with the exchange market and the stock market and everything. You know that the pound is much weaker now because of it. But yeah, obviously after
still stronger than the dollar.
years. Yeah. Still, after a few years, I think you'll find this.
Wait, is the pound still the strongest currency, right?
Yeah.
Why is it the strongest currency? I'm not sure. I never looked into it either.
I don't know.
But actually, it's about economics. I should know this. I should know this because
At some point we were.
second year.
Yeah, you should.
We were like one of the biggest empires in the world or something.
The British
We
Empire.
control a lot of land.
It probably is something to do historically.
Yeah.
It probably does something. Probably is historically.
I think we might.
You know that-
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, do you know they're going to be introducing a COVID-19 bill, like a coronavirus bill, like basically with laws to like basically give power to like the police and how they handle the whole situation? Do you know about that?
No.
So basically, what? So what kind of so give like do you know like specific examples of like what's in the bill or have they not already got?
Let me find out.
Because that sounds like martial law to be honest.
Yeah. Have you seen? They're trying to bring martial law back.
Yeah, because I thought they was gonna bring the army in it.
Yeah,
That's
I've
been hearing too many rumors about that, like bringing the army in. Like I had rumors that the army was like running around Brixton, running around Peckham.
Clapham Junction.
The armies are running around. No, that wasn't the army though. That wasn't the army still.
No, that was cadets.
Yeah, that was
Is that a big thing here?
Yeah, it was cadets. I bet you saw it in person as well. Yeah, it was cadets.
There's army bases. There's like army bases all over, just all over. Like in London, there's I don't know how many army bases, but they're like
there's a lot
around.
What's he gonna do?
It's not like I feel like military presence is not really a big thing. Like, you might see them from time to time, but from my experience anyway, I don't think it's that big of a.
You don't see them often?
Nah, barely. I barely even see like armed officers because police obviously here they're not armed.
It's a big thing in the US.
Certain ones in
Yeah, man.
like City of London police are armed.
Oh well, yeah, obviously some areas that maybe have like higher instances of serious crime and shit, like or maybe like have more terrorism going on, probably have like armed officers. But yeah, I noticed it is like whenever I hear like Americans talk about the differences between the policing and the army, and it's the big thing. It doesn't matter what state they're from. The big thing always seems to be like there's a big presence of like police. Like, do you think
man everywhere?
Do you ever find that intimidating? Because I feel like as someone that's not used to that, like going over there and seeing these guys that you obviously see videos of police like yelling at people like. And
just brutality.
Police brutality. No, not just police brutality, but just armed force brutality. Do you know what I mean? Like it just seems a bit like it just seems crazy. Like how did you find the difference coming?
That's a good question. And to be honest, if you're asking me, am I scared at the fact that they have a gun? No, because I have a gun in my house too, and I've always been around guns.
Yeah. Wait, and you're from New York?
Yeah.
Do you live in New York?
Yeah, but you can still own a gun.
Is it
you can't carry
it. Stand your ground? Is it stand your ground over there?
Texas is more stand your ground.
Right.
But depending what state you're in, some gun laws are stricter than others. So
New York is strict, right?
It's pretty strict. New Jersey and New York are both strict, but it doesn't stop you from expressing your Second Amendment. Anyone can apply as long as you're 18. You can go and get a rifle.
Which is what and you don't have a felony as well, right?
I don't have a felony. I
mean, like you can apply as long as you don't have a felony.
You don't have a felony or mental health, and you need 2 references. So I have an AR-15 at home, and I'm a responsible guy.
AR-15.
Yeah.
Shit.
So I'm a responsible.
I want one of those actually.
Wait.
I want one of those.
Believe it or not,
I want to go over there and just.
Over here you can get a gun as well.
Yeah, but that's not the same though.
Oh no, you're talking about hunting.
No, you can get a shotgun.
For
shotgun.
Why different states have different rules? Because then you can find loopholes.
It's not that you can find loopholes, it's just every state. So basically there's the general governmental law, and then that in state they have their own laws too. So you know how certain states in the US legalize marijuana? Federally it's illegal, but at the state level it's legalized. Some states are just depending. Some states are more Republican, some are more Democratic.
I'll give
you an example. You go to a McDonald's in New York, New Jersey, whatever, everyone's gonna be sitting down having a Coke, eating a cheeseburger. You go to Arizona, you go to Texas, guy walks in with an AR-15 on his back, he has a
revolver.
he has a gun on his hip, whatever. It's
Well,
normal there.
that's just a civilian.
It's just normal.
But why do you need such a big gun?
That's a good question. Why do you need it at that point? It's personal preference.
I'm just about to say.
Is it for like you know just your own excitement, or is it like actually for safety? Like
it's probably because historically they've always been allowed to have it.
Yeah, it's a culture thing at that level too.
When they were born into it,
It's
just nothing.
It's just part of the country.
Like, to us, it's not normal because we've never experienced
never had
it.
that, man.
But
also-
he didn't experience that since birth, so it's just normal.
I'm not scared of it because I'm used to it, and
Exactly.
because it's that 1% that really fucks it up for everybody.
Yeah.
But then another.
Then the 1% can really fuck
Really?
it up.
But you know what? And the argument can be made, well, you know what? If I was allowed to carry and that 1% walked in, it would have been over. For example, there was that guy, I don't know if you guys saw the video, that went into the church.
Which one?
Was it in Texas? It was in a southern state.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, man, everyone's praying. Guy comes out with his shotgun, pulls it out of his jacket, boom, kills the person on the left, clocks it back, shoots the person on his right. Killed one of them. But what happens? Gun owners on the right, gun owners in the front, they all pulled. Boom, boom, boom.
Finished.
Over, man.
Yeah.
In less than 10 seconds. Now imagine if there was no guns there.
Yeah,
It could have
yeah,
been
yeah.
way
Killed
worse.
everyone,
Killed
yeah.
everybody.
So that is a very good
That's a
argument.
positive.
I watched the group, Good Morning Britain. Yeah, and then some
Is it
guys.
Piers Morgan?
Yeah. Some guy in the UK and the US was saying that gun crime and knife crime is lower than here. Apparently, that's some guy. That's what I heard. Is that
I think the statistics do show that.
is
Statistics,
No, I think there was
do you know what? As an
But America's huge. I feel like it's not fair to measure UK to America because if 5 people kill, you know, people in UK, it'll be such a big difference from 5 people in America.
population?
And
Do you know what I mean?
also,
Yeah.
as an economist, yeah, I'm always dealing with facts, figures, statistics, numbers, yeah.
So you're a
Statistics-
logical
Yeah,
thinker.
sorry.
Yeah.
Statistics, yeah, can be skewed, yeah, and you can highlight specific ones and neglect other ones if you have a certain agenda. So it can make your argument either stronger or weaker. Like statistics, yeah, are just numbers and numbers.
You have to
can
look
make
at
it look
context as
anyhow.
well.
Context
Yeah.
is important. Context is so important. So wait, so in relation to this whole like COVID-19, so have you been back to the States since everything has happened?
I haven't been back to the States. I'm not sure when I'm gonna go back.
How do you think everything will be affected?
I know what they're planning to do is they're going to plan to deploy the National Guard. That way they can close everything from 2 weeks.
Right.
Ban looters from, not that it's common, but just to prevent anything like that. Anyone like looting and stuff like that. But it's not really common. I never, especially in my area, I don't know how it is in other
There
places.
obviously is going to be a slight increase of that.
Yeah,
Due to,
because there's no one out
food
there.
shortages, and so obviously there's going to be a lot of robberies and theft. Because they can't get in the shop, so they're going to try and get somebody
They're
else,
gonna loot it.
isn't it? Yeah, exactly.
And also there's 3 spending bills that are signed. 2 of them just got signed. Basically they're going to increase basic leave. They've completely stopped interest rates on school loans, so right now it's not acquiring anything.
Yeah.
Right now they're signing a 3rd one. I think in total it's going to be a $1 trillion spending
$1
bill.
trillion.
Right.
Wow.
What does that mean for the American people? It means that relatively soon, if you make less than $70,000 a year, you're going to start getting $2,000 checks in the mail. This hasn't been done since the Great Depression. The last time something like this...
I mean, I wouldn't even be mad. I can't lie.
No, the last time something like this was done was the financial crisis of 2008. People were getting like $300 per child. Nothing like that. It hasn't been this big of an amount because the ramifications that this virus has on the economy it's big. And
I think the ramifications, not just on the economy, but on wildlife, on
everything.
everything. I think. Do you know what? I'll be interested to see after we've come out the end of this. Yeah, after we come out the end of this, it's probably gonna be like documentaries and shit.
Obviously.
There's gonna be
So
research.
you don't think the world's going to end? You don't think people are going to be killing each other?
I mean, I'm gonna think optimistically, and hopefully we don't get to that. But like, you know, hopefully by the time we come to the end of this, like, I'm interested to see how everything has been affected, because so many little intricate details
They don't really think about
that you don't even think about. But then afterwards you're like, wait, this was affected, that was affected. Like, do you know what I mean?
But how personally do you feel feel about the virus personally?
How do I feel about it?
I've never seen anyone with it. Have you guys seen anyone with it?
How personally has it changed your lifestyle?
I haven't seen anyone that's showing symptoms of it.
I'm stuck here. That's how it's first.
Are you like more cautious now? Are you
now? Hand sanitizer.
I've taken many microbiology courses in my life, so I've always been mindful of being clean because I know what those little animals could do. So it's made me a little bit more hyper aware than I normally am. Especially like when I was flying. I didn't want to be that guy, but I had to when I was flying. I put a mask on.
You do what you gotta do, man. Like you gotta think. At the end of the day, I think you gotta put yourself first. Like
I think this has affected everyone personally, though.
Yeah,
when you I don't know what it is. I'm trying shit. Since this coronavirus, probably since the last 2 weeks, bro. When I just go out, like you just look at everyone like they're dirty, like it just it's just mad.
Whenever you see someone cough or sneeze, it's like
anyway, bro.
I can't even cough in peace anymore. I feel very watched.
Trying to cough now.
I feel pressure. I can't cough. Like I feel like I'm gonna cough. Like.
And if I can't,
I hold it in.
Imagine the exam, you just want to cough and you just can't do it, man.
You guys ever see that meme of the guy with the baby in his head?
Painful, bro.
Everybody's
Bro, you know how painful it is to hold in a cough, bro? It gets worse the longer you do it, the worse it gets, bro.
Yeah, you get on jack.
Horrible, fam. It's like your throat starts tingling and you just can't
go in there.
But Molly, do you feel like?
Is the camera still recording?
Yeah, it's still recording. Do you feel like you'll ever get a test for it, like corona?
Well, because I obviously, I was a little bit ill before it started, so I was kind of like a bit worried, you know. But because my mom works in NHS, I do think we should be, giving tests. But I tried to call 111, and they were like, you need to share your details with the public health, and I was just like, hell no.
Share your details? What? As in what? Like your address and stuff?
Pardon?
As in what? Address, name, personal details and that? Or just health-wise?
Yeah, just like a name, address, everything. They were like, if we're going to give you any advice, we need to share your details with the public health and update your health records.
Because they want to put you in the system.
To be like, this person.
So a record,
like this black person who lives in London is maybe carrying corona. Like I'm just not trying to get targeted. It's bad, but it kind of makes me feel like I'd rather just wait it out and see. Is that bad?
No, I think that's
no, but then again, you can still have it and not show any symptoms.
And that's the scary thing about it. That's the scary thing about it.
For all we know, one of us might have it. It might be asymptomatic.
Never know.
Some days.
I can't even joke about it.
Well, that's going to be the best way to get over the virus is if once people build immune to it.
This is what I was saying. Like, I think.
Because the cure isn't going to come until early next year.
The vaccine takes years.
Yeah.
First, we got
the vaccine takes at least a year and a half.
18 months, yeah.
At least a year and a half. Yeah.
And then after that, you got to think about how are we going to mass produce vaccines for billions of people?
It's going to cost
a lot of money
and time, more importantly.
And do we have the time? Is the question?
If it gets worse, no, we don't. One way that it's personally affected me is my parents are business owners, man.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So my parents are small business owners.
What type of business?
Hair salon, which is shot, right? And then a restaurant.
Right next to people,
and a restaurant.
How they meant to cover that day to day?
Even they've announced that restaurants from tonight will be closed.
No one's going out to eat. And my stepdad owns a construction company, so when this whole mayhem started, he noticed that jobs were just slowly canceling. Like, man, I just got laid off. Blah blah blah. So it's the little things, man. It's just all coming to a whole.
Yeah, exactly. It's like she was saying. Like a lot of people, I have been seeing a lot more on like social media. Even people that I've spoken, people that I know personally, have literally like become redundant. Because there's just no jobs because no one wants to see anyone face to face, and it's oh man, I don't even know like when is the end of this? I just can't wait to see
that's the main thing. When's the end of it? Because
it's not. It just hit 200,000 people.
Yeah, like a lot of people are dying every day still. A lot of people has been increasing number of cases.
That's not surprising though, bro. This is worldwide, bro. Everywhere is being affected by this.
What I'm confused about is how China got it first, but then Italy got it, and now Italy's worse than China.
Because I think that's why. I don't know. Well, because you gotta think about it. So when it comes to this, it comes to it stems from the government. China being a communist type government. Yeah. So if they say, listen, in 10 days we're building a hospital, you bet your ass in 10 days there's gonna be a hospital. Italy, what does that mean? Italy, it's a democratic government.
Yeah. So they have to decide on it.
They have to vote.
It's the same thing.
It's a longer process.
The same thing as the UK. Instead of building a hospital, they're building more morgues to hold bodies.
It just depends on the way that they approach it, the actual country themselves. Like you can just see the differences in the way it's sort of
Believe it or not, Italy does have some of the best doctors in the world, though. Not to fool you.
But I feel like the containment was obviously there was a leak in that containment, so that's why
it just could have been prevented. It really could have been prevented.
Yeah. I don't think the UK handled it well enough.
You don't think so?
Just now
they waited too late.
Yeah, I know.
It's a bit serious.
What number are you guys at 2000?
I'm gonna do that phrase like 100 and something.
Live tracker, that's what
I like 75,000 or something.
Maybe 1,300.
I thought it was 2,000. Might be. I thought I saw 2,000. I'm not.
But like, you know how you said your parents are business owners and stuff? Do you feel like the government is actually, do you think the UK government is, I mean, obviously that's in America, but do you think the UK government is actually going to be able to help the people who are suffering? Do you think we're reacting too slow? Is it because we're a capitalist country? What's your thoughts on all of that?
I'm not really familiar when it comes to UK politics. I don't know how it works. I know you guys are different with Parliament and everything. I don't know what you guys are.
It's a bit similar in the sense of like, obviously it's a democratic nation, so everything needs to be voted through. The Prime Minister, when he makes decisions, most of the time, most people don't. I don't want to say they don't respect it, but
he's a donut.
Yeah, he's kind of respect it a little bit. So when he makes decisions, Boris, So when he says things, I don't know, people kind of take the piss a little bit.
Yeah, did you hear what he said? I've been shaking hands to bare people. I was like, what?
When did you say that?
I've seen a video of it, bro.
Yeah, he's a mess, man.
Just now, he decided to close down primary school, fam.
Yes.
Waiting too long.
So uni schools are more important than
there's been 3,983.
It'll be at 4,000 tomorrow. We're basically at 4,000 people, and it's going up by the minute.
4,000 people.
4,000 infected people in the UK.
But they're saying that self-isolation is due to extend until the end of the year.
It's hard to self-isolate.
In the UK, there's been 170.
Max, in terms of reducing
50, right? 50 and anything over 50.
Yeah. So obviously, like festivals and shows and stuff like that.
You guys familiar with Ultra in Miami?
No, what's that?
Is that kind of like Rolling Loud?
Even bigger.
Bigger than Coachella? Coachella?
It's up there.
It's up there.
Yeah.
Is it bigger than Glastonbury?
Why? This big cancelled.
It's somewhere. It's a step below Tomorrowland.
Really?
Yes.
That's big. So that's like huge. Many tens of thousands of people.
They got canceled, and my buddies had tickets to it, and it got canceled.
Yeah, Glastonbury.
Oh, even the Premier League got cancelled. Premier League, La Liga, the Bundesliga.
But guess what? No, but guess what? WrestleMania's still happening.
That's mad.
But they did it without a crowd.
You seen the video?
They're doing it. They're filming it without a crowd.
So tricky, like.
He was asking the crowd questions, and it was just silence.
How could you do wrestling without a crowd?
Fam, Vince McMahon, he loves money.
You guys don't watch UFC at all?
I love UFC. I do
anyway.
I do too.
Was the Khabib fight still happening? Because he said he was.
No, I'm boxing as well.
Khabib got cancelled.
You box?
No, I don't, but I watch it.
Boxing.
What'd you think of that Deontay Wilder?
Oh, you don't get me started.
Wilder got rocked.
I know, I was pissed. I had theoretical money. I didn't know money, but
I knew Fury was gonna win, man. I wanted him to win anyway.
Did you do 3? If you run.
I might get cancelled.
Wilder said that I want to do a rematch.
Yeah, no, it's confirmed.
Think about Wilder, man. He has that knockout.
No, but
he has the knockout power, but that's all he has. He has that. It's like he has that one right hand, yeah. but then Fury picked him apart.
And he's a self right hand as well.
Fury's powerful. Like, I feel like people underestimate Fury's power.
Strong guy. He's a strong guy. He's the best heavyweight boxer in the division right now.
Nah, so technical. I think it's AJ still.
After he got
he's a very he doesn't even look, man. Like when you look at him, man, he doesn't look.
Listen, they need to fight, bro.
Fury's the best. He's the best. I think he might be the best heavyweight boxer since Tyson. He might be the best heavyweight boxer since Tyson.
Fury. My favorite is AJ.
Yeah, my favorite is AJ.
I'll tell you what, man. Whatever happened to this coronavirus, they better not take this Ferguson and Khabib fight away from him, man.
Because the Ferguson Khabib fight has been rescheduled like what, twice already now?
I think 3 times.
3 times.
I mean, some of us ladies were happy that the Premier League was cancelled.
Of course you were.
Now they can get attention. Listen. Premier League has replays, yeah? You're still not getting attention.
Yeah, money. You forgot that a PS4 exists.
Yeah, PS4 still exists. That shit ain't ever going.
Listen, there's still FIFA, yeah? There's still FIFA. There's still NBA 2K, yeah.
All you'll hear is a beat.
I mean, I'm single, but I'm feeling out for the ladies out there who are struggling. I'm out, I'm there for them.
That's good news. All I heard in that.
What'd you guys think of the Israel Adesanya fight against?
I think that was guys. One at a time. I think that was a bit disappointing.
Especially from that Joanna fight and
did you see her face at the end of it?
that he was on her face.
Oh my god, she like a balloon, man.